So I guess I started quite late into rowing. I started when I was 15, and second year in, I started winning a few competitions. And my coach at the club where I started, Walton Rowing Club, said, why don't you have a go with one of the other guys I was training with at the time, Steve Lee.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a go at doing some junior trials? It didn't really dawn on me what was going on at the time, to be quite honest. It was just another race to go and have some fun at. But it ended up going to the Coupe that year. It wasn't quite ready for the juniors. I guess that's kind of where the whole international thing started for me. And next year, that year we were in sort of starting to develop a quad, which we raced at the Forley in the first year it was run. And lost to a Swedish crew in the final by a third of a length, so that kind of spurred us on to kind of push into the next year and try and go for the kind of the full world's best. Pretty good as well. It was, we went on to win the Forley the following year, and a couple of the guys, including myself, from that crew went into the world's quad. It was all a great experience. I think the whole thing of seat racing and selection and all that kind of stuff, I kind of wish I'd have known a little bit more about it when I went into it, and I think maybe I've handled it a bit better. But I think that whole thing, just like everyday racing at local domestic regattas, is vital in kind of learning the tools of the trade. And it gives you an experience base. It gives you a lot of confidence in terms of how to race, how to push yourself. And I think that's something that you can't just learn overnight. So I think doing as much racing as you possibly can is a really good way to kind of get better. And if you want to go on to senior stuff, I think I'm not saying it's a prerequisite to doing senior or under 23 or senior stuff, but it's certainly a good foundation. And all I can say, if someone's got the opportunity and there might be a little bit of chance that it might happen, I think definitely go for it.
And in terms of rowers coming into your squad, how do you look at that experience they might have had at maybe sort of world junior level? Do you think that helps them?
I guess if you know somebody's actually gone through a selection system and got into a crew and has come out with a performance at an international race, whether it's juniors, under 23, seniors, whatever, that they can handle themselves to perform when's necessary as an individual, but then also if they're in a crew, as part of the crew as well. And I guess that's it's all good characteristics to have. And I think one of the things about the boat race program is that it gives guys a fantastic opportunity to make a big jump in their ability. So if somebody's wanting to push into seniors from under 23s or under 23s from juniors or up to the Olympic level, I think it's a really good focused program to allow them to do that. And I think that's probably underestimated by a lot of people. But we train really quite hard. Obviously there's a lot of focus on the academia as well, and that's sometimes have to put before the training. But my guys are pretty diligent. If they have to miss training for academic reasons, they'll make up the training at weekends or whatever, and kind of take a bit of ownership for themselves. I think that's kind of the exciting thing about being the program we're running at Cambridge. There's a lot of kind of momentum building, and it's and you also get the opportunity to row with international level guys from other countries. And I think that's the experience of doing that shouldn't really be missed.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.